Hey, how's it going, guys? So in today's video I'm going to be doing a full breakdown of everything that's been confirmed and announced over the past few weeks to be coming alongside OB68 when the patch releases in the upcoming days. So with the patch preview scheduled in the next few days, it's time for us to summarize all the changes that we're about to see. There's a whole lot that we'll be going through this time around, and I actually think this will be one of the biggest patches of Paladins in a while. Whereas the last two patches we've had have been more towards fixing bugs, adding new skins and reverting cards unbound. This patch will finally give us a fresh new patch update that will focus on bringing a lot of new content, and we might even get our first ever Paladins event. The upcoming patch for OB68 is going to be a pretty big one, and as Chris has mentioned in one of the streams a while back, it's basically going to be the size of two patches in one. Alright, so let's get straight into it. So first up we have a new siege map coming to the realm titled Ascension's Peak. This map was previously released early as an exclusive on the Chinese build of the Paladins titled Maple Leaves Court. It has recently received a visual update according to developers, and it's been brought along more in line with the lore to improve the visual aesthetics of the map. This map was also leaked via bug in game where it has appeared on the champion select screen multiple times. Now let's take a look at some quick footage of some of the Chinese version for Maple Leaves Court. So as you can see, it has a very Asian themed environment with teams fighting for a raised indoor control point. The maps in the Chinese version, Maple Leaves Court, is currently set during what appears to be sunset. However, this may possibly change in the final build released for Western audiences. The map also has quite a few interior buildings and passageways which follow through the sides of the path of the payload, with what I've noticed are distinct variations in also the verticality of the map. It will be pretty interesting, I think, finally to be able to see a map with an interior payload control zone, and the spawn areas and pillars around the exteriors will also be quite unique to this map. So moving on, we finally have another champion as well joining the realm with a long-awaited Khan. So Khan has been known through several leaks for a long time now, both through data mining and also lore presented in the game. Khan was also speculated to have been featured numerous times in the lore trailer that was released a few months back. And even since the days of OB68, he was initially data mined as the champion known as Vanguard, with weapons consisting of a bolt pistol and also a separate pistol. We do know that the lore mentions him as Lian's bodyguard and general leader of her army, and he does have the same similar aesthetics and even royal crest as Lian's house Aiko. And without going into too much detail regarding the champion, it appears that his abilities will allow him to shout, grab enemies, maybe similar to Makoa, and also put up a large shield either for himself or enough to cover the team. I think also from the sounds of it, Khan will also have the ability to hook himself maybe towards an enemy to get close range, and then maybe pistol. He'll be able to use his pistol to burst fire at close range to deal effective damage. Let's have a listen now to some of Khan's voice lines.
You call the Primus to war. So be it. For the Magistrate! For House Aiko, Khan! What would you have me do, Leon? Your command, Princess. From the Royal Armory, I have dishonored the house. Forgive me. Push forward into the breach. Never send a boy to do a man's job. Princess, I ride again.
So the two new items I just talked about are probably coming as part of a new event, the first of its kind in Paladins. The upcoming patch will get its first event. I'm sure it will come with some name, maybe something along the lines of Peak Invasion or something like that, who knows. What we do know about this event is that it's going to tie together everything from the lore, the new map, and the new frontline Khan. We've also got evidence of this via tweets from Hi-Rez in the past few days. These tweets have showcased Ascension's Peak, which appears to be Genos's lair or monastery, and it appears to also have been invaded or about to be invaded by Khan, who is leading his army by order of Leon. So alongside this event, I'm expecting new lore related skins, and maybe possibly there might be a limited time event game mode, possibly the return of the PvE mode. So what I'd love to see personally is maybe a PvE game mode whereby maybe you play as Genos and friends, and what you have to do is maybe defend the new map against Khan Leon and his army of generic soldiers that randomly spawn throughout the level. So let me know what you guys think for a possible PvE idea, because that would be really awesome to see. So another major change in this patch for OB68 is that Hi-Rez have detailed the sudden removal of the parts and pieces skin customization within the game. So basically what this means is that we'll no longer be able to mix and match the head, body and accessory pieces as we have in the past, although we still will be able to match different weapons with different costumes. So the change will also affect the voice lines, where voice lines will now be locked to related skins. However, default voices for a champion will still remain available for selection. So along with this change, we will most likely see a redesign of the customization UI for selecting skins, possibly to bring it back to the old style UI that they had in the closed beta of the game. The reasoning provided by Hi-Rez to remove the ability to mix and match customizations of skins was primarily to allow them to create higher quality and more meaningful skins, which doesn't need to be broken apart into individual components. They mentioned that this will remove the restrictive designs, and when creating new skins, they won't have to worry about the clipping of geometry and adjusting skins to fit within tight safe zones. This should also allow them to produce more higher quality content, similar to the skins that you often see in Paladins Strike, which is a mobile version of the game, yet has much higher quality skins. So in short, champion skins will become full champion skins by themselves, whereas weapon skins will stay separate. They've also mentioned that all players that own any part of a skin collection, be it the body, accessory or voice pack, will receive the rest of the collection for free. So accessories without an associated collection will receive a new full skin as well, which combines that accessory with the champion's base skin model. Moving on, in OB68, we're also expecting the full release of the new competitive season, aka Season 2. So with Season 2, all players will get a soft reset to bring players much closer together for placements. Placements will also be changing, which I suggested before. Hi-Rez have decided to drop the placements down from 15 to 10 this time around. So this next season will also see an increase in bans, with it increasing to 2 bans per team, making a total of 4 bans per match. This will be a healthy improvement, I think, for the game, and will allow players, well, it will basically force more players out of the OP champions such as Makoa. Along with Season 2, you can expect to see new rewards as well for winning games in competitive, as well as a new title and skins which they've said will be rewarded throughout the season. Moving on to class balances and adjustments, so there will be a hefty amount of changes for champions, with some champions such as Ying getting a much needed buff according to Garrett on Twitter, and also overall changes to classes. So through a number of developer diaries from lead developer Garrett, we've gotten a few insight details to changes coming per class. Without going too much detail, supports will have their health values slightly lowered across the board. Flanks will get individual changes to each champion, such as Androxus and Eevee receiving some buffs, and Talus will get changes to his kit to lower his overperformance in the recent patches. Frontlines will also get a change to their damage output, so Champions such as Ruckus, Torvald and Terminus have been noted, as well as a reduction of damage to Ashe's Slugshot talent. McCall has also been targeted for a nerf that will see his Dredge anchor reduced greatly in size. All front lines in general are also receiving buffs to loadout cards to focus more on the crowd control and health management for the champions. So in OB68 we can also expect some new skins, as always. I'm expecting them to add new mastery skins in the game, and also skins related to the first ever Paladins event. We've also seen leaked skins and voice lines for the following. So we've got Galactic Scion Layan, Academic Teacher Sky, Soldier Ash, Robo Force Ruckus, which I hope will be some type of Power Rangers Ruckus, Biker Vivian, and also Bombs King skin. So it's possible that we might also get a new DLC for damaged champions apparently. Lastly, it's possible that we might also see the new community skin Nightbane Androxus. Okay, so that just about wraps it up for OB68. Let me know in the comments below what you guys are most excited about, and please like the video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'll see you guys next time.